Hi guys, I'm doing a little distilling tonight. I'm doing some rice mash. So it's basically just making sake and then distilling that. I use rice. I mashed the rice and then I put water and sugar in it in a 5-gallon bucket, a fermenter. Let's see, there it is right there. And then I let it ferment. It takes about anywhere from a week to 2 weeks. It just depends. Let's see. Here's my temperature gauge. As you can see, we're not quite to 200 yet. It'll take a while to get up there. Oh wow, looks like I have a leak. I better tighten that better next time, huh? Darn it, wasted that much alcohol. Let's see, when it reaches 163, the methanol comes off at like 157, I believe. Acetone comes off, and that comes up this line first and goes into here. And then this one, this is a thumper. This will start bubbling, and I've already preloaded these with alcohol, and this will start bubbling when it reaches 150 something degrees, and then that'll push those same non-desirable content, I guess we could call it, into this jar. So this one becomes a little still, and then it goes through my pipe here. And by the way, this is flour paste. It's a great sealer. If you can hear it, it gets rock hard once the heat gets on it. It's a good gauge of how hot it is in your pipe, because when you put it on, it's obviously squishy, kind of like pizza dough. And then as it gets hot, it turns real hard and seals everything. So then it goes into here. This is a second thumper, and then the same thing happens, and this will get heated to 170 something, 173, some 74 in that area, and start producing alcohol. Same thing here. So I have a 3-time distillation process, and I pre-charge each thumper with high proof whiskey, some leftover rice whiskey. This one's was about 176, I believe. And then it goes into here, and this is my worm or condenser, and then the steam comes, it gets turned into liquid in there, and it comes out here. And here's my jar I'm collecting, and this here I throw away the first. I'm just doing 1.5 gallons. I just have a little still. I don't have a lot of room. I throw away the first 50 milliliters, which is really an overkill, but better safe than sorry, of what comes out, and those are the undesirable chemicals that we don't want to drink. And then I collect the hearts, I should say. I put the heads in here, and then I just kind of go by taste as it goes. I watch the temperature, and little tricks I've learned. See how this one's getting kind of cloudy. So most of the alcohol is gone out of this. And this one will actually rise up in volume, and when it turns cloudy and it goes down in volume, that means I've pretty well cooked all the alcohol out of this, and then it's in these jars, or out of the still and both jars, and into this jar. So and I collect the heads. The different parts of the whiskey taste better as it comes out of the still. So the heads kind of have a little bit of a funky taste, and there's not a lot of those, and I let them run off into this jar. And then the tails, the best description I can give you is they smell kind of like a wet dog. They don't taste bad, but that's not that desirable, and there's not that much of those either. So I let those run into this jar too, and then the last jar I pour into my last cook, and then I get all the alcohol out of those as well. Let's see, we can do a little proof test and see what we're coming out at. How about let's do that? That's always kind of fun. Okay, let me get my my whiskey stick here. And then it's just a hydrometer for alcohol. And then I'll show you on here, it has, that's proof, this side. So, and then this side is percent. I don't know if you can see, it's hard for this thing to focus on. But anyway, if it's 50%, it's 100 proof. Let's see, what are we coming at? Give it a little spin. Hope I can get that to focus on that. Not too bad. I can't read it through the phone though. See if I can turn it just a little bit. And it looks like we are at, shit, I gotta get my glasses. Wasn't very prepared for that part. We are at 180 proof, right on the nose. Nice. And then I proof this down before I drink it. That's just too strong to drink. And really that's just putting in distilled water. Or I just boil the tap water and boil it for 20 minutes. That removes all the chlorine and other chemicals out of it, and it seems to mix in well, and the flavor goes good with the whiskey of our water here, so it all works out. And that's just a quick little tour of my distillery, and hope y'all have a good evening. Bye.